Hey everyone, welcome back to the Car Insight channel, your favorite destination for all things two-wheeled, futuristic, and freedom-fueled. Whether you ride for fun, commute on two wheels, or just love discovering the next evolution in motorcycle design, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about the legend Reborn, a machine with decades of heritage, reimagined for a new generation. That's right, we're diving deep into the Honda Super Cub 125 for 2026. It's retro, it's smart, and it's more powerful and capable than ever before. This isn't just a scooter or a small bike, it's a cultural icon with a modern twist. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's go on a long ride through everything that makes the 2026 Super Cub a game changer. The Honda Super Cub has been the best-selling motor vehicle in the world for a reason. Since its debut in 1958, this little machine has been carrying people, goods, groceries, and dreams across cities, villages, and countryside roads in more than 160 countries. From Tokyo to Bangkok, from Mexico City to small towns in Europe, the Super Cub has been everywhere, and now, in 2026, it's back with a new generation that combines old-school charm with modern tech, engineering, and functionality. So, what's new with the 2026 Honda Super Cub 125? Let's start with the heart of the machine, the engine. The 2026 model features an updated 125cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine that's now Euro 6 compliant, delivering smoother performance and even better fuel efficiency. Honda has refined the internals, adjusted the fuel injection mapping, and improved thermal efficiency. The result: a bike that still sips fuel like a hummingbird drinks nectar but gives you more punch on the throttle and smoother acceleration. Whether you're riding through traffic or taking a scenic backroad cruise, this engine feels refined, responsive, and perfectly balanced. But it's not just about performance. The 2026 Super Cub is smarter, too. Honda's integrated a brand new digital analog hybrid display, keeping the vintage speedometer look while adding a compact digital readout that gives you gear position, fuel range, trip meter, and more. It feels like the past and future shaking hands right in front of your eyes. And speaking of smart features, how about keyless ignition? That's right, you can now unlock and start your Super Cub with a smart fob in your pocket. Just walk up, press a button, and ride off. No more fumbling for keys, no more old-school ignition lock. Design-wise, the 2026 model doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, it knows its heritage and wears it with pride. The iconic step-through frame, the round headlight, the chrome accents, and the timeless silhouette are all here. But look closer, and you'll notice refined details. LED lighting front and rear, a slightly longer and more padded seat for extra comfort, wider footrests, and new color options that blend modern metallics with vintage-inspired hues. It's a work of rolling art that turns heads while staying true to its roots. Handling and ride quality: this thing is smooth. With a revised suspension setup and better damping front and rear, it absorbs potholes, cobblestones, and imperfect roads with ease. The front telescopic forks and twin rear shocks are perfectly tuned for city riding and light touring. Add in the 17-inch wheels wrapped in grippy rubber, and you've got a bike that feels nimble, planted, and super easy to ride even if you're a beginner. Plus, with its feather lightweight, parking, U-turns, and lane filtering are effortless. Safety gets an upgrade too. The new Super Cub comes with ABS on the front disc brake, ensuring confident stopping power even in wet conditions. The rear still uses a drum brake for simplicity, but combined with the improved tires and ABS, you get a safer ride overall. And because it's a Honda, reliability is baked in. These engines can go tens of thousands of kilometers with just basic maintenance. You can ride it daily, store it for months, and it'll still fire up with that iconic quiet purr when you're ready to roll. One of the things that makes the Super Cub so lovable is its versatility. Need a stylish commuter that saves gas and zips through traffic? It's got you covered. Want something with enough storage space to run errands? Strap on a rear box or side bags. Dreaming of a weekend trip to the countryside? The Super Cub can handle it. And now with a USB charging port hidden in the front glove box, your phone, GPS, or camera gear can stay juiced up while you ride. Fuel economy is another massive win. The 2026 Super Cub delivers up to 70 to 80 miles per gallon, depending on your riding style and conditions. That means you can go hundreds of kilometers on a single tank of gas. For urban commuters, students, or anyone on a budget, it's a dream. Even with rising fuel costs around the globe, the Super Cub remains one of the cheapest forms of powered transport per kilometer. Let's not forget the ride feel. It's smooth, quiet, and comfortable. The upright seating position, soft seat, and intuitive controls make it welcoming for all riders, young and old. You don't need to be a motorcycle expert to enjoy this machine. Its semi-automatic gearbox means no clutch adjust toe up, toe down gear shifts, easy to learn, easy to ride, and so satisfying. It's perfect for those who want to step up from a scooter but aren't ready for a full manual bike. And we can't talk about the 2026 Super Cub without touching on its cultural value. This bike isn't just a product, it's a lifestyle. It represents simplicity, independence, and nostalgia. For many, it's the first bike they ever rode. For others, it's a connection to their parents or grandparents. Honda knows this, and they've leaned into it with pride. There's even a growing global community of Super Cub fans sharing travel stories, modifications, and restorations online. From vintage 60s models to brand new 2026 editions, there's a Super Cub wave rolling around the globe. Customization is also a big part of the fun. Aftermarket parts, accessories, and decals are everywhere. Riders love personalizing their Super Cubs with panniers, racks, custom paint, stickers, and even performance mods. Honda's kept the platform easy to work with, so if you want to tinker, this bike welcomes it. And because the 2026 model keeps the same core architecture as the previous generation, there's already a huge pool of compatible parts and community knowledge. But it's not all about looks and nostalgia. Honda has added subtle tech improvements under the hood. The electronic control unit has been updated for more efficient ignition timing and throttle response. The battery system is now more compact and long-lasting. Even the wiring harness has been simplified for easier servicing. These little changes add up to a smoother ownership experience and greater peace of mind for daily riders. Let's talk about price and availability. The 2026 Honda Super Cub 125 remains competitively priced at typically ranging from $3,800 to $4,500 depending on your market and dealer fees. Considering its quality, engineering, and reliability, that's fantastic value. And because it's a Honda, parts availability, service support, and resale value are top tier. You're not just buying a bike, you're buying a trusted companion that holds its value and rarely lets you down. What about competition? Sure, there are other 125cc bikes and scooters on the market, but none combine the charm, efficiency, and reliability of the Super Cub. It's not trying to be the fastest or flashiest, it's designed to be the most loved, and in that, it succeeds brilliantly. In an era of overcomplicated tech, oversized machines, and overwhelming choices, the 2026 Super Cub brings us back to what riding should be: simple, pure, joyful. You hop on, twist the throttle, and go. No stress, no drama, just a feeling of connection between rider and machine. Whether you're 16 or 60, the Super Cub speaks the same language. Now imagine yourself riding one. The sun is just rising, the streets are quiet, you cruise past local shops, down back roads, feeling the wind on your face. The world moves a little slower, people smile as you pass. You pull over at a little cafe, copyright, park your Super Cub outside, and sip a coffee while watching the world go by. That's the experience this bike offers. It's not about speed, it's about soul. As we wrap up today's deep dive into the Honda Super Cub 125 for 2026, one thing is clear: this isn't just a motorcycle, it's a statement, a nod to the past, a tool for the present, and a companion for the future. Whether you ride it to work, across a country, or simply down memory lane, it delivers, with charm, with style, with purpose. So, if you're thinking about adding one to your garage or switching to a simpler, more joyful form of mobility, the 2026 Honda Super Cub might just be the perfect choice. It doesn't shout for attention, but it turns admiration. It doesn't need to be the biggest, it just needs to be yours. Thanks for riding with us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more two-wheeled stories and reviews, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next adventure. Drop a comment below. Would you ride the new Super Cub? Do you own one? What's your favorite memory on two wheels? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it rolling, and as always, ride safe, ride free, and ride with joy.